What's going on, Shady people? ShadyPenguinn here. Welcome back to the next Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle video. Today, we're continuing our road to LR Goku, and we have kind of some huge updates that I want to talk to you guys about because time is invaluable. It's the most limited resource that you'll ever have in your entire life, and we need to do things as efficient as possible. So because this series is a road to LR Goku, I need to let you guys know the optional things that I've done and the things that you don't have to do. The best way I could do that is there's actually someone on Twitter. Let me just pull up. I have the guide right here, but I also want to pull up his @handle. I'm going to leave him in the description. Sterling Thunder made a guide for LR Goku, basically. And he seems like an informed player because he knows what he's talking about. I typed this whole thing. I'm going to leave a link to it in the description. I highly advise you use this as like as a guide, as guide rails for what you're going to do with your time. So for today, he has it marked down as Tech Tuesday. Now, yesterday you noticed that we farmed the 3 characters. Let's go like this. Let's go with by acquired. We farmed the 3 characters. Pikkon, where are you? I guess I've acquired other things since then. Come on, Pikkon. Vegeta, this Vegeta right here. And it was another AGL. Actually, let's just do this. We know it was all AGL. Let's do this. Pikkon, there's the Pikkons. You guys can see I have all my Pikkons. And it was Tien. There we go. It was this Tien. So I went ahead and I awoken and combined my Vegeta. You see my Vegeta has a super attack max, and it is an SSR. Same thing with my Tien, a super attack max SSR. So I want to show you guys what that process looks like today with my Pikkons. You guys can see that I have a bunch of Pikkons. This Pikkon I already started working on. You guys can see that in the bottom left down here, he has 8 out of 10 super attack levels. So the way you increase that, in case you don't know, is you go to training. I'm going to select this Pikkon. In order to bring him up to 10, you guys can see when I see the other Pikkons, it's, oh, use that to train and you'll gain levels. So I'm going from super attack 8, I'm going to get +2 and I'm going to go to 10. You don't have to do this, but I highly advise you do because it's going to make fighting LR Goku a lot easier. Now, something else to note. LR Goku is Tech, and so these are AGL units, which are weak against Tech and weak to Tech. So chances are we're not going to even use these units in our battle. In fact, that guide that I mentioned in the description gives you like a breakdown of the suggested teams, what you're going to use in the LR Goku. That's why he basically tells you what you want to try to unlock because it's actually going to be useful. The other strike characters you might not use for LR Goku. For me as a collector, though, I'm going to try to get all of the strike characters during this event. Now, of course, this isn't the only week. So if you just want to use the guide to focus on the most important things that you're going to use for LR Goku, you can do that. And then if you want to go ahead and get the extra stuff, you can later on. But for now, let's go ahead. Let's get this Pikkon to level 10. And I'm going to show you guys. I actually should have just, we got a big success. I was going to say, I should have probably also worked on maxing out his level because you have to awaken this Pikkon. And in order to awaken him, he needs to be at max level. So we're just going to click auto. I think I'm going to use a training item just to speed this up. Let's see how much this is. 14. We're going to use gravity chambers right now because you guys can see I have 22 of them. Gravity chambers are something you want to farm, and he talks about it in the guide. This is going to be 60, right? 32 plus 28 is 60. Okay. Gravity chambers are farmable in the new event that just came out, the Trunks one that I was super excited for. So you're going to want to farm those with your spare time once you're done each day with doing the characters. So today, he's advising that we farm Jackie Chun and we farm Skinny Tank's Trunks. So those are 2 very important things. But for now, let's just focus on this. We're going to train this Pikkon now. We're going to train him up. That should be right there. Don't accidentally do the one that you just did. See how I have that max Pikkon? It might even be a good idea to awaken him before you do that. But now, we're going to have another Pikkon. Actually, we only need to use 4. Because that will give you at +5. So what we're going to do is we're also going to go auto. No, that's not what I wanted. I didn't think that would work like that. Oh, well, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then let's go with... Are there any R's over here? Do we have an R? Can I get an R? Can I get an R? I just want an R or an N. No R's or N's? Why? What am I doing wrong? All right, forget it. Let's do this. None. We have no blue... Okay, good. Chaozu, get in there. Help him train. Once again, we're going to do Gravity Chamber because they are farmable right now. And of course, you don't want to just waste them. But this isn't, I don't consider this wasting. I'm using precious items right now. That will bring them up by 40. This will bring it up by 49. So that brings them up to 50. Let's do another sword. That's 56. How about these weights? 58. One more set of weights should do the trick. Bam, 59. So let's go ahead. We'll bring them up to 5. And I'll show you guys why we're doing this in a second. This is the best way to get these units to have max SA. We saw that our other Pycon had max and this one has 5. Well, when you awaken them, as you guys are going to see right now, hopefully I might not have enough medals. And I'm going to talk about that in a second. Let's do Dokkan Awakening available, just because it'll make it a little bit smaller. There we go. We're going to awaken this guy. He's max level, and we are going to have enough medals. Sweet. If you ever run out of medals, there are the events that I'll show you guys when we go into the event page to hunt medals for your specific type. Like, for example, these are AGL. So we would have to hunt down some AGL medals. So now he's awakened. He has another 20 levels he can grow, which is awesome. And now if we do, where is it? We do this one as well. We're going to want to do this. Now, the question you're asking yourself, I know you're asking yourself, did this increase his max SA? And you guys will see that it did. It did not. It's still 10. He still has max. So now you have to go back. You have to train him again. It's quite the stuff. I'll tell you what. Right away, I'm going to throw up that gravity chamber. Or I'm going to do this. No, it's only 4 levels. Okay, let's do this. Gravity chamber. Let's see if we use a Pycon hat. It seems like it's way too much. Like, that just seems unnecessary. Actually, you know what? Let's try a Pycon hat without the gravity chamber and see how much that is. That's 20 levels. I feel like that's a waste of experience. I feel like I'm doing something wrong, but I'm going to do it anyway. Do it anyway. The Pycon hats are so rare, but you know what? It's okay. It's okay. So now he's max level. Now let's do the same thing for the other Pycon. He's level 60. Let's go ahead. Give him a helmet. You actually don't even need to use a bunch of characters. You can just go like this. Bam. We'll let Chi-Chi. Is this stretchy Chi-Chi? No. Okay. We'll let Chi-Chi train with you, Pycon. Otherwise, Goku would have been pissed. If it was stretchy Chi-Chi, Goku might have been a little angry with you. So there we go. They're both maxed out. Now you need to awaken them again. So in order to awaken them, you do that second stage of their event that we've been running through to get the medals. You guys can see you need 7 medals, and then you need all of these as well. So I'm actually not, oh no. I'm not gonna have enough medals. Oh, that bothers me. Oh, that bothers me. That bothers me, that bothers me, that bothers me. Because these medals, I believe, are also used for all your other awakenings, for all your other all your other strike event awakenings. So using these medals just to get an SA-15 of someone I'm not gonna use, I think I'm gonna wait. But you guys get the general idea now. Once you do this, then you're gonna train them together again, and you'll have a new Pycon, the SSR Pycon, with 15 SA. That's super attack. So that's the general gist of it. I hope you guys understand that. I'm not going to do it because I don't think I'm going to use Pycon during these events. I mean, at the same time, the AGL units are good for Frieza, the LR Frieza event. So we might end up doing it, but we're not going to do it right now. I'm just going to have to play it smart and not do it. This is what I wanted to show you guys really quick. The gravity chamber that he's going to be talking about in his guide is right down. Oh, what's it? What is it? Okay, that's once a day training. Is right here. And it's going to be number 2 on Z Hard. This will give you the gravity chambers that are really, really invaluable for training because they will double they make your resources worth twice as much, essentially, whether that's the people or the training items, specifically the training items. That's the big thing. So he says, like I said, he said today, let's farm Tech. Let's farm Jackie Chun. I'm going to do Jackie Chun first because honestly, I'm kind of intrigued by his existence. I'm intrigued by his existence. And we're using my STR team because, like I said, time is invaluable. And normally I was going to do like quirky little teams, and I may still do that later down the road, but I underestimated how much of a grind even this part is. I know that the LR Goku and getting those medals is going to be a grind, but I definitely underestimated how much of a grind this alone is. So let's just get to Jackie Chun. Jackie Chun! And then we can just take him out real quick as a Goku Super Saiyan 4. I'm sure I'll one-shot him. Easy peasy lemon squeezy if my Goku's even out front, or even if my friend's Goku's out front. I'm even getting the key on the Super Saiyan 4. This just is unfair. This is unfair. But these are the things you want to do if you're working towards the LR Goku, for sure. They're definitely it. I'm actually going to see, I'm going to let Gogeta take it out. Because like I said, Gogeta has my favorite super. In the game right now. I just love the way it looks. Soul Punisher is just beautiful. I just can't get enough of it. I can't get enough. Look at this thing. Look at it. I think it's the rainbow. Look at that. The sparkles. I'm a sparkly kind of guy. So we get a support item. That's really not the important thing here. I think the important thing is going to be getting to Z Hard and getting the character. That's why right now I want to at least while this event is going on over the next couple weeks, I want to unlock and max out all the strike characters. I'm not exactly sure how to get more of those medals. I know that there are missions right now that'll give them to you during these events, like when you beat level 2. Like for example, when we do this, the determined martial artist, it's going to give us some things. The other thing I want to talk about is make sure that while you're playing the game, every 30 minutes you go to Baba's shop, because they'll have those medals. Sometimes they'll have awakening medals, and you're going to be using so many awakening medals during this whole thing. They're even selling gravity chambers. But as soon as I see these awakening medals, I just pick them up. It doesn't matter what they are. If they're not maxed out like the way Bubbles is for me, I pick them up. Even character specific ones, you don't have to, but I do. Just because I feel like my points are almost infinite, because everything's so cheap unless you're buying like characters like the Great Saiyaman, who's 30,000. Everything else is so cheap. So make sure every 30 minutes you do check that and grab your medals. Let's go ahead. I'm actually going to work all the way through the bottom Jackie Chun so that we can get his card at least once, potentially even twice. Let's just go with this. All types attack +3. Sure. Gogeta, I want to see your special even more often. That's the thing. I want to see it even more. Keep giving it to me. We got 3. We got 2. Do not get a 1. Oh my goodness. I hate that so much. I feel like that always happens too. There's got to be some rhyme or reason towards it. There has to be. What you collect right now really shouldn't matter too much, because they should all drop to a single attack, whether it's a super or not. Maybe that's not the best way to play, but you know what? I listen. I think, look at this. Dead, KO'd, Dunzo. It doesn't matter. Trunks is going in already. I love this Trunks. What? He's so cool looking. Such a dope character. So like I said, today's tech day, and we were suggested to farm Jackie Chun and skinny tanks Trunks. Skinny tanks. So not the fat Gotenks, but the skinny Gotenks. And for me personally, today, I'm also going to be farming the Trunks Xeno, just because Trunks is my favorite character. I don't think in his guide, he doesn't say it's the #1 choice, but I do want to farm it just because Trunks is my favorite character, and right now it's cheap to farm. Of course, the higher, it's such a low priority thing, so do not prioritize that unless you're just doing it for fun and you're not really going super hard on getting LR Goku as soon as possible. We got monkeys on screen. We got monkeys. Oh, baby. Totally unnecessary. You know, this is kind of trippy because Goku kills Grandpa Gohan as a monkey, and now Jackie Chun is right here, kind of looking very similar. And we're about to murder him as a golden monkey. There he goes. We do get a battle card, so we do get the battle card even on medium. We got lucky enough to grab it. That's not guaranteed, but I think on Z Hard it's pretty much 100% drop rate. I have not gotten it. If that makes any sense. I've never not gotten it. So I'm gonna go ahead and say that it's 100% drop rate. We got the card once, but like I said, I want to go ahead and go all the way through to Z Hard, and of course, do this along with me. Like I said, that's what this series is kind of for. It's for us to be on the road to LR Goku together. All right, let's do this. It's kind of the whole point, so that we can all get LR Goku. And just so you guys know, just as a heads up, in case you do stop watching the series at some point, my advice as a simple beginner: do not use the Elder Kais you get from this event on your LR Goku, because his super attack is farmable. The same way these strike characters, you can kind of get SA 15, you can get max SA without using Elder Kais. You can do the same thing with Goku. We're gonna let Goku Super Saiyan 4 kind of push it in right now. Oh, just kidding. He's not gonna get a super from that. Tee-hee! Let's see if he still, I'm kind of curious now. Let's see if he still takes him out. I hope he does. I mean, he's Goku Super Saiyan 4. Let's see. Oh, he doesn't. Wow. Yo, counter this. The embarrassment. The embarrassment. I love it. Look at him just winking at the screen. Beautiful. So we got our second battle card, which is great. In total, just so you guys know, if you want to keep track and you have a little, maybe a counter or a piece of paper next to you, you're going to need in total to do the SA 15. You need 15 cards. Yes, 15 cards. And then you need 14 of the medals. So basically, you need to do Z Hard 15 times if you don't get one on medium. And then you need to do this event 2 times. We need 14, 7. So 7 times in order to... All right, let's do this. In order to go ahead and get that SA 15 situation. Of course, it does cost medals, and that's kind of the drag of the situation for sure. is the metals are the biggest thing that'll hold you back when you're trying to do that. Like I said, right now I can't even do the Pycon because I'm too nervous. I want to make sure that at the very least I get the units awoken that are suggested that we're actually going to be using. We're actually going to be using the battle. I know I'm not using Pycon against Goku. I know I'm not. So we're not going to awaken him. Kind of stinks for me right now, but hopefully I can stumble upon those Bulma and Turtle medals. If you guys know in the comment section how to get more of those consistently, if there is any way, if any of the events, the awakening medals do have those, I guess I don't think they do because I think that it's specific to strike events, but I could be wrong. So like I said, I'm always trying to learn more, and you guys know a lot more than me in the comment section. Between Trunks and Goku, the first stage of this Jackie Chun will be non-existent in a matter of seconds. There we go. There we go. Just like that. Why does this keep happening? It's supposed to be like that. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Not that you guys saw any difference, but for me, I see the difference. Okay. Now we have the super tech. Gogeta over here is going to wreck shop. Look at that. Just look at it, man. And look at all that red we're going to take. Okay, you're done. You're done, so. Sometimes I like just grabbing the blue Vegito just because I think he's a really cool card. I think it looks super dope. Not that it matters because Soul Punisher should punish this man into... Oh, he's living! What was that move? Bankoi? Is this Bleach? You going Bankai on me? I don't like that. So this is probably going to do... Yeah, this doesn't even do a lot. This Vegito, I mean, I always grab it, but he really isn't that strong. Like my friend one that I grabbed. Not saying the card can't be strong. I'm sure the card can be strong, I guess. I just haven't seen it. We got 2 awakening medals. Like I said, you want to do that 7 times if you're trying to get to SA 15, which like I said, if you have the time, you have the stamina or the stones to restore your stamina. Remember, you get a stone each time you do Z. Well, you get the first time you do Z hard, and I believe we're going to get one here as well. We should get another stone. So you can just use these stones to focus on this road to LR Goku. We did get a mission success, so I'm going to show you guys. This should be the Bulma medals. But they only give you enough to awaken 1. Yeah, so then they give you this. This is going to be 7, which is how many you need to awaken 1 of them. So they don't want you... Ooh, we got another Dragon Stone. Nice. They don't want you to go ahead and actually do SA 15, which sucks. So we did that. Let's go ahead and... he also suggested getting skinny tanks. So we're going to do that together. How do you get skinny tanks? This character may or may not be useful. Let's see. It's going to be on stage 1. You'll have a chance to get extra bulge. You'll also have a chance of getting early exhaustion. So either one of those, you kind of just have to gamble with it. We're going to go with Z hard because I've never done it before, apparently. Let's go ahead and just grab Goku Super Saiyan 4 because it's STR. Even though it's not awoken, it'll be fine. And it's going to be skinny right there. I believe that means that it's skinny. He's not fat. He ain't fat. So this is going to be one of the hardest ones to grind out, which is why I was saying today specifically, you really want to just buckle down on what you need. He also says this character may or may not be useful later. So if you are tight on time, feel free to consider him a low priority. So your main priority today is Jackie Chun. That is your main priority, to get him to SA 15 if you can. For me, I still advise doing all the strike events today just because you complete those missions and you get those medals. Like, don't sleep on getting those medals. You want them. You really do. Because maybe you'll use them so you can get SA 15 of a different unit. That's probably the best way to go about it. For LR Goku, you do all the strike events, but then use the medals that you get from those special missions specifically on the ones that this guide suggests. You can even scroll down and see what we're going to be doing on Sunday and Saturday, which I believe talks about the actual LR Goku event and which team you're going to run. You can prioritize those. We got 2 battle cards right there because it was Trunks and... Whoo! Wait, are we getting both? Are we getting 1 of each or are we getting 2 skinnies? Give me 2 skinnies, baby. What do we get? What do we get? I'm feeling feisty right now if we get 2 skinnies. Oh, we got a skinny. Okay, I mean, that's the best case scenario, though. I mean, like, not really, but I mean, like, it's cool. It's cool. I like getting both skinny and fat. That's cool. So we did that one. Now let's do a Pudgy Hero. A Pudgy Hero. I love Pudgy's chicken. It's my favorite. I actually haven't had Pudgy's in probably like 8 or 9 years. I haven't had Pudgy's chicken. No, not that long. I got it with my friend, one of my old coworkers. That was like 6 years ago. That's close to 8, Shady. Why can't I find? Just give me a Super Saiyan 4 Goku, my friends. I like to use my friends. That's it. We're just using this Gohan. All right. I like to use my friends because they get 100 summoning points. And you know what? I do want to get the LR Android 17 as well. I want to. All ones. Goody. We saw that it's fat tanks, unfortunately. But if Piccolo's there too, maybe we'll have a chance of getting both. I don't know. exactly how that's going to work. We'll probably get another 1 here because that's the way the world works. Look at that. All these 1s. Which means we got to get smacked in the face with these bullseyes. Just kidding. We got a 3. All right. So Fat Tanks is here. We'll take him down. Oh, yeah. This isn't. I'm sorry. This is stage 2. This isn't stage 1. This is a pudgy hero. So he was going to be fat no matter what. I'm pretty sure. Will this give me more key? It doesn't. This is a yikes, guys. Will this give me more key? It doesn't. Yikes. Let's do this. Maybe we'll bring some reds down. Nope. Just kidding. Just kidding. We need 5 and we can't get 5. We can only get 4. Rip and kill, my friends. My goodness, that stinks. It's okay. That's why I like to go for 2 Super Saiyan 4 Gokus, because then I had double the chance of just bodying. Just kidding. He doesn't need the super. He doesn't need the super against Gotenks. It's not necessary. It's Oh, here we go. Monkeys. What are the chances twice in one video? I'm pretty sure that's only like a 10 or a 5% chance to monkey up. I know it's not super common to monkey up because I've literally gone through entire battles with my entire monkey team and not monkeyed up. We don't get any super off. Luckily though, I'm using the good team right now. I'm using strength against him. He's physical. He is physical. I think there's got to, well, it's called a pudgy here, so I guess there's no chance in him being skinny in this round, but that's okay because I think you're just doing this for the medals anyway. Let's expose this orange real quick, which doing this should do it. And bam, is that a super? That is not. Jeez, dude. We're getting diddly bopkis right now. And we're getting no damage taken when in monkey mode, and we're gonna finish him. So there we go. Give us our 2 awakening medals. Like I said, you gotta do that one 7 times. And just because it's my favorite, it's the next one that I'm gonna personally grind out today in its entirety. I still advise you guys do each of the ones, at least once. Because look, we just completed 2 missions. Let's see how many medals, what missions we completed. We got another Dragon Stone, another big reason to do this, or these Dragon Stones. I see a lot of people saying how LR Goku's not worth the grind, blah, blah, blah. But we're getting 50 Dragon Stones, we're getting Elder Kais, we're getting Tech Orbs. Like, I don't see the point in not doing it. There we go. And I'm getting these extra Dragon Stones over here, which is super plus. Let's go ahead. This is the only one I want to do. This is the only other one I want to do today, just because this is literally just because he's my favorite character. As far as I'm going to try to farm him out all the way today. I have other things I need to farm out today too. I'm trying to farm out the Gotenks medals because I did pull a strength Gotenks that I want to Dokkan awaken.
All right,
and
let's do this.
There's something else I wanted to. He advises that if you do the Cell Dokkan event stage 1 on Z hard and try to nab one of the AGL cells that drops and awaken it if you want this with the cell medals. For me, that's not a priority. I don't even think that has anything to do with the road to LR Goku because, and maybe he'll clarify this on Twitter if he watches this. Because you can only use strike events anyway. So getting that is just like, hey, this is something else you can do on any Tuesday ever because those events are weekly, at least for right now. I think that's it. And then he just advises, hey, farm your gravity chambers. Always farm your gravity chambers, which of course I completely agree with. Gravity chambers are too good, too cool for school. And that gravity chamber event is going to be around till, I believe, August 24th. So you're going to be able to farm those for quite some time. Don't stress too much about it. We got a support item. Butterscotch, if you ask me. Straight up butterscotch. You can also take the long ways around the maps, but like I said, time is super invaluable right now. And especially for me, someone that's doing a lot of different things on the channel. I'm not just doing Dokkan. I have to take the quickest route on the maps. I can't worry about picking up items right now. It's just not what I can do. Let's go ahead, and I'm actually just gonna, no, we're gonna do what I did. We're gonna go through hard. We're gonna go through Z hard to get ourselves a couple copy of the cards. Let's just grab this. Sure.
All right.
Sure. Let's grab the Broly. Why not? I never use the Broly because his link set with his team absolutely doesn't exist. But just because he's buff and I kind of like the way he looks without a shirt, we're gonna go and rock out with it. That's it. He popped it off. I'm gonna pop off. Go for the 5, and then its Chu should bring us to Trunks. There we go. Trunks Xeno. Not my favorite iteration of Trunks, but definitely not my least favorite. There are worse iterations of Trunks than Xeno Trunks. That's for darn certain. Specifically, GT. I'm really not a fan of GT Trunks. I can't express that enough. This should be enough. Bam. That'll probably honestly murder face you. So I'm not too stressed about it. I'm not too stressed about it, even though this is hard. His defense is already down. His defense is, he sees himself and he gets nervous and his muscles become weak. There we go. Did we get the battle card? Hey, we got the battle card. So far, we've never failed getting the battle card, but that was the first time each time that we've done normal, I believe. So I don't know if it's guaranteed. If someone wants to test it, they can let us know in the comment section, because that way you're technically using 1 less stamina, although you will get less rank experience. And in my experience, if you use, at least at my level, you use all of your stamina. Oh, I didn't want you. If you use all of your stamina, like once through, and then use a dragon stone, after you use that dragon stone, you pretty much should level up. That's what I've been doing. I've only had to use 1 dragon stone and then I level up. So I get 2 run-throughs for the price of 1 dragon stone. And it's been nice. It's been very, 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 very nice. Might as well. I'm not purposely snatching these, but all we have are, that was 5 was my highest number, so might as well go for it. And then let's go for a 2, and we should be good. That's gonna be a Xeno Trunks dead if Goku Super Saiyan 4 is here. He's not though. Oh, we'll just Gogeta him. How about that? Gogeta doesn't want to get the super either. What if I put him in the middle? Yeah, if I put him in the middle, he'll get the super, because these reds are gonna drop down and give me all the money I need. I could have just used the greens, then used the reds on Trunks, but I really don't think he's surviving. And it's best to use Trunks, Gogeta's, because it's effective against all types. It doesn't matter. Any sort of differences we have, it just doesn't matter. Bam! We got another battle card. So that's 2 down. We need 13 more for me to get my full SA15 Trunks. And like I said, these cards they're not optimal by any means. They're mainly for collectors. If you want to have a bunch of SA15s, this is the time to do it. This Trunks will probably not get used at all during the Goku event. Or maybe I will. Maybe I'll say, hey man, Tech v Tech, and I really like you. I really like Trunks, so let's go for it. Let's go ahead and do the time patrol at least once for you guys today. The time patrol warrior. But you guys can see, you can fly through this pretty fast. Barring whatever your team is, just use. So if we're doing all tech today, then if you want, you can technically not do what I'm doing, even though I'm using strength just because it's one of my favorite teams to use that I have. And I enjoy using my SDR team way more than my AGL team. I don't know what it is. AGL is super fun because there's so many counters and everything, but something about my SDR team just speaks out to me. I guess because it's all the Saiyans looking pretty fresh to death. I'm not sure. But anyway, like I was saying, instead of just using, like, I think if you just use your best team, that's the best option you can have. But considering today is Tech Day, if you just want to use what Tech is weak to and just use your intelligence team if you have one, there's nothing wrong with that for sure. But some of these events, like we saw with Gotenks, they're going to have multiple types on them anyway. So you might be better off just using your best team. There's going to be some Trunks on Trunks action. I don't like seeing this. This is violence that I was not destined to witness. Not at all. I was not prepared mentally. Look at that, dead immediately. Oh, just kidding. I can't back down now. Now, this is the Trunks that we would get when we Dokkan Awaken him, I believe. It doesn't look like literally any different at all, so I'm losing excitement rather rapidly. What can we do here? Will you still have 3 if we do this? You will not. What if we do this? Now you have 3. Okay. Let's just do that to body him. A-Sapples. A-Sapples. It is a special apple that you can eat. It is a sappy apple. We're going to take 40 and 55 from that. Give him that 10 times Kamehameha. 1.5 million. 1.5 million. And down goes Trunks. So, like I said, there are a lot of other strike events to do today. And I advise you run through them at least once. But I think you guys have got the gist of what we're going to be doing here. Run through the strike events. You want to collect 15 of each card and 14 of each medal. If you want to get the SA15, of course, getting those other awakening medals is going to hold you back as well. So prioritize. Today, our biggest priority is this man right here, Master of Masters, Jackie Chun. Make sure you do your best to get him to 15 before you even do anything else. And then if you want, like the guide says, go ahead and go for these skinny tanks. May or may not be useful in the future, so go for it. And if you're really going hard, go for everything. Go for Namekian Warrior. Go for the Mysterious Mask. Me personally, I'm going to run through each of these at least once today, just so I have the medals. And then I'm going to prioritize Jackie Chun as my highest priority. And then I might actually just say that Trunks is my next highest priority, just because he's my favorite character. But that's not advised at all. Go for the skinny tanks next, and then whatever else you want to do, you could do. And of course, you can always run through these, and even if you don't have the medals to awaken them, just sit on the cards. You have to expand your inventory, of course, if you do that, but you can sit on the cards or awaken them, kind of like we have with our PyCon right now. He's not fully awakened, but he has the SA10 and the SA5 that we're sitting on in order to go to SA15 at some point in life. That's going to be it for today. Don't forget, grind out your gravity chambers while you can. And this is what I wanted to say before. If you run out of medals, here we go. Today's tech, so you'd run through this. If you're looking for awakening medals, bam. But I don't think the Bulma and the turtle are available in here. Someone in the comments will let us know and we can join together and keep walking down this road to LR Goku. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed and you're new, hit subscribe and hit that like button. Have yourselves a fantastic day, but above all else, keep it shady.